children. I hope you have understood very well the use of simple tense sentences from active to passive voice. In this third video lecture of transformation of sentences from active to passive voice, we will learn transformation of continuous tense sentences. Before that, here I have given answer key of simple past tense sentences exercise 2 and exercise 3 of simple future tense sentences. Please check your answers. In this lecture, we will learn continuous tense sentences. Continuous tenses are used to express actions going on or continuing at a given time. First, we will learn active passive voice keys of present continuous tense. We know that we use simple present tense to express things in general, while we use the present continuous tense expresses an action that is going on or continuing at the present time, or we can say it denotes an action taking place at the time of speaking. No adverb of time is needed with this tense, though we may sometimes use words like now, at present, at this moment to suggest that action is taking place at the time of speaking. This tense is also used to denote temporary action which may not be necessarily happening at the time of speaking. It is also used to denote an action about to take place in the near future, or to suggest a definite arrangement in the near future. Non-action verbs or non-progressing verbs of senses, feelings and emotions, mental states and activity, verbs showing possessions, etc. normally we do not use in the present continuous tense. If these verbs describe an action which we can begin or stop at will, we can use it in the present continuous tense. Now let's see our first sentence of present continuous tense. Sentences: they are fixing banners everywhere. Active voice key of simple present continuous tenses is rm plus ing form of the verb, right? So we can get here are is used in our first sentence. They are with along with they are will go plus fix plus ing we can get it. So we come to know that this sentence is of present continuous tense. And here more examples are given: is staging, are pulling. Now let's see passive voice key. Is rm plus being plus past participle form of the verb, that we can call it v3. Here examples are given: is being staged, are being pulled, right? Now look at our answer. We know very well that we'll take object first in place of a subject. So here banners will come first. According to banners we will use are again. So banners are plus being plus v3 of fixes fixed, okay, and by them is written. They, we know very well that by will come before the subject only, which we write in passive voice sentence in place of an object. So by them, an extra word is everywhere, which we have to write it as it is. So our answer is like this: banners are being fixed by them everywhere. Let's look at some more examples. Second sentence: children are plucking flowers in the garden. Now, subject children are plucking, our verb, flowers object in the garden, which is given where they are plucking. Means here for us it is, these are extra words, right? So we'll write flowers first. Flowers, it is a plural, so we use are plus being plus v3 of pluck, that is plucked by children in the garden. Our answer will come like this: flowers are being plucked by children in the garden. Third sentence: they are not showing the match live. So the match will come first. It's singular, so we'll write is. Negative is there, so immediately after auxiliary verb we'll write the negative word not, as it is being shown by them live. Our answer will come like this: The match is not being shown by them live. Fourth sentence, a policeman is not watching us. Personal pronoun, it is in object place. So when it come into a subject place, us will change into we. According to it, are not being watched, V3 of watch. We will use by a policeman. So our answer is like this. We are not being watched by a policeman. Fifth, an interrogative sentence. Are they disposing of the old stock? Right? Here, auxiliary verb, then our subject, then our ing form of the verb, then preposition, and then our object is there, that is the old stock. So we need to take the old stock in place of a subject. So according to it, we will use our auxiliary verb. So it is a singular, so we will use is the old stock. We know we have to write being in each and every sentence of continuous tense. So we'll write being plus V3 of dispose, that is disposed of, retain. It is not going to split from its main action verb, this preposition. So we'll write along with it only. Disposed of by, they will change into them. So we will write like this. Is the old stock being disposed of by them? And we know that an interrogative punctuation mark, that is question mark, it's compulsory at end of the sentence. Sixth sentence, is he forcing you to sign these papers? Here I have given a vice versa. In fifth I have given you in question are, and in answer it will come is. Here I have given in sixth sentence is. Question begin with is. So here our object is plural, so we will begin with answer with are. So are you being forced by him to sign these papers? Our answer will come like this. Seventh sentence, it's a negative interrogative sentence. Isn't a policeman watching us? So it will change us, according to us, it will change into we. So we will use are not. Are not we being watched by a policeman? Next sentence is of WH question, that is who. Who is guiding these students? We know that two answers are possible. So both the ways I have written our answer. First is, by whom are these students being guided? Or who are these students being guided by? Understood? I have explained you this. Okay, we can write by in the beginning also, and at there who will change into whom, and we can write who as it is, and in that kind of transformation we have to write by in the end, and other as per our key you need to do a change. Ninth, why are they pulling down the old huts? In WH question, you have to write that word as it is in the beginning. Why? The old huts is plural, so we will continue with are. Are the old huts being pulled down? Right? Next, here I have not written by them. It's not necessary that you have to write. Here you can omit. That's why I have not written here. But in my next sentence, I have written for your example. How are you arranging the money? So our answer will come like this. How is the money being arranged by you? Here I have mentioned by you, but in ninth I have not mentioned. To the both ways, this your answer is correct. You can write. Children, for your practice of these rules, I have given here exercise. Please do practice of it. You need to change these sentences of present continuous tense into passive voice. Now our next tense is past continuous tense. We use past continuous tense to express an action which was in progress at some point time in the past. Very often we use the simple past and the past continuous tense together to suggest that something happened when another action was in progress. Right? So some action was continued in past. At that time we use past continuous tense. Here we have our First sentence, the porter was carrying the luggage. This is a sentence of active voice. Here is you have I have given answer key of active voice, that is was were plus ing form of the verb. Examples are given, were cheering, was pulling, right? So here we can get it that our sentence is of past continuous tense because here verb is given was carrying. Now we need to change that verb into passive voice. We need to do this kind of changes, that is was were plus being plus past participle form of the verb. Example, was being cheered, were being pulled, right? Now the luggage is the object, so we'll write first. It's singular, so we'll take was along with it. Being is there in your passive voice continuous tenses, so we write being. The luggage was being carried. Carried is a V3 form of carry by the porter. We know that by we write before the subject, which we write in passive voice in place of an object. Let's see some more examples. Second, all of us were cheering our team. So our team will come first here. We'll take was with it. Our team was being cheered by all of us. Third, I was not laughing at anybody. Here, negative, I have given I was not. In passive voice, you can change anybody into nobody to show your negative word, right? So, anybody will change into nobody. Was being laughed at by me. Fourth, a young girl was not plucking flowers, right? So, flowers were not being plucked by a young girl. Here, along with auxiliary verb, we will write not, right? So, both ways I have given you answer. You can see the example 3 and 4. Was not is there, anybody will change it to nobody. Here, perfect person means a young girl is there, nobody, someone, like that kind of no one, that word will change in passive voice. Now let's see fifth sentence, that is an interrogative sentence. Was the company promoting a new product? A new product is singular, so we'll continue with the was in answer. Was a new product being promoted by the company? Sixth, were the farmers sowing the seeds? Now, were the seeds, it's plural, so we'll continue with were the seeds being sown by the farmers. Seventh sentence, were not you making such a noise? Was not such a noise being made by you? That is your answer. Such a noise, it along with it singular, so was not will go. Now eighth, WH question, who was watching the video? We know that we can write this answer in both ways, so in front of you both the ways are written. By whom was the video being watched, or who was the video being watched by? Ninth, why was the police checking all the cars? Why were all the cars being checked by the police? WH question is there, so you need to copy that word, and then rest of the part we will do as per our rule. Next, how many guests were you inviting? So answer is like this, how many guests were being invited by you? For the practice of past continuous tense, children, I have given here exercise 5. You need to change the following sentences of past continuous tense into passive voice. Do practice of it. You will get answers in my next video lecture of active passive voice. Next is future continuous tense. We use this tense to express an action that will be in progress at a given moment in the future, or to express an action that is fairly certain to happen in the future. We can write this sentence with will be or shall be plus ing form of the verb. Like I can say the sentence, for example, do not ring him in the afternoon, he will be sleeping. Children, verbs in the future continuous tense cannot be expressed in the passive voice. It is important to note that future continuous tense is only used with action words because it is possible to do them for a duration. Action verbs describe activities like running, thinking, seeing, etc. Stative verbs or non action verbs like opinions, emotions, sensory experience, and intellectual state. Example like dislike, want, smell, believe, etc. Or I can say particularly like verbs of senses like hear, see, verbs of feeling and emotions like love, respect, verbs of mental states and activity like know, think, suppose, verbs showing possessions like belong, own, etc. We cannot change tenses, these verbs into passive voice because some way we cannot control that actions for particular durations. So you need to remember that verbs in the future continuous tense cannot be expressed in the passive voice. Children, do practice of both the exercise. Next video lecture you will get soon of perfect tenses. Thank you. Bye.